What a winner to tie off the 8 main stages, right? Seeing as you normally spend half this level without the fucking dash as is, I put forth a rather stupid addition to try to make things decently tolerable. Never stop moving forward. This thing is as easy as the intro stage, so it might as well go as smoothly as the intro stage. Lo and behold, outside of planning, it still only took one underwhelming attempt. One thing you might not have noticed by this point that makes X2's version of the challenge miles friendlier is that while running, X's jump off a slope is greatly increased, as is his forward speed, so I play with those a bit too to crop a few seconds. Really though, there's less than nothing to say about this. I try to make things fancy and fuck with the boss for my own sick amusement, which also adequately describes any sort of battle you have with the poor bastard, but none of it begs discussion. Maybe if I wanted real substance I'd try X6 without the dash, somewhere between smashing my own cock in with a hammer and building a homemade iron bull to jump into. Anyway, let's discuss Sigma's Fortress for a while, since Lord knows I've already said anything I'll ever want to say about Chill Penguin stage, unless I contract some sort of neurological disease and make a random penguin joke like every other Mega Man LPer and their fucking mothers. If you've been hanging on by a thin thread of interest so far, understand that the Sigma's Fortress stages are of a different ilk than the prior 8. Because dashing is an upgrade in this game, all 8 stages are designed without dashing in mind. Yeah, it makes them miles easier, but it makes everything easier. I can't think of any real specific scenarios outside of climbing in Kawonga's stage where dashing is ostensibly intended. The Sigma's Fortress stages assume you already have the dash, which means many stretches, climbs, and even groups of enemies are tailored to make a trek through with the dash a challenge, whereas other stages could be beaten by anyone with 2 hands, or 1, or a foot. Anything's good, really. When you approach situations that aren't meant to forgive you for your own shitty clairvoyance, X's base maneuverability becomes a much more significant issue. I've mentioned before that X's difficulty is more puzzle-like than outright threatening in this game, even without the dash, and it holds true, but even without completely kicking my ass, it should at least provide a decent ability to hold your interest. And if not, you still have me, right? Chill Penguin remains the easiest ice-based Maverick, of course, which is a seriously impressive feat in this series. He's not particularly improved upon anywhere else either. Least impressively when he's crossed with a bad Gilbert Gottfried impression during Maverick Hunter X. If nothing else, he holds the coolest weapon in the game since he can turn the thing into a goddamn bobsled. Unfortunately, we won't be having any particular fun with that since weapon use doesn't become an ugly requirement until X2 and 3. Oh, did I fail to mention that earlier? This challenge comes with my lovely recurring ugliness, exceptions. Just a bit of advance warning to mitigate the oncoming surge of controversy that won't happen at all.